Hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on? Happy Monday to you. What is up, everybody? How's your day going? How's your new week starting off? Good morning. I'm just checking my time. Hey, guys, what's up? How are you? Happy Monday. Hello. Hope that your day is starting great. Beginning of your work week, beginning of your workout week. I pray all is well. Pray you had a great weekend. Pray you had a healthy weekend and that you made some good choices over the weekend. Hey, sis Rachel, how you doing? Thanks for watching. Guys, so I just, you know how we get it started with our wide tips. We always get it started with our theme song. So you guys know it, so sing it with me, okay? Get up, 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 and move. Come on, y'all. And move. Come on, y'all. Get up, 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 and move. Come on, y'all. And move. Come on, y'all. Good morning. Hello. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to the Y Tips. As you guys know or may not know, if this is your first time tuning in, the Y Tips stands for War on Infirmity. That's right. We are on a mission to declare war against infirmity because we want to help you to get healthy. We want you to be here for the long haul. We want to see you overcome any risk factors that may open up yourself to disease, to illness, to infirmity, to sickness. Listen, ain't nobody got time for that, right? Nobody got time for being sick, unhealthy, just broke down. You know, there's so much that we have to do in life. There's so many things that we need to do. And I think so many times we just run ourselves ragged. We just push. And oftentimes we make ourselves the last priority. We make our health the last priority. And in actuality, it should be the first priority because we can't do anything. We can't take care of anyone. We can't handle anything if we don't have our health. If we don't have our health, what do we have? We have absolutely nothing because we won't be here or we won't have the strength to do what we need to do or what we're trying to do. So that's the goal of this show, to inspire you, to encourage you, to motivate you, to push you, to educate and inform you about various ways that you can decrease your risk factors for disease and sickness and illness. So we endeavor to bring you some good information, some good motivation, and some great inspiration. Now, today is Monday. This is a Mindset Monday today that we're going to be doing. So we're talking about mindset. We're talking about how to overcome, or first off, identify those potential barriers that may, hinder your weight loss, your wellness, your health goals, right? And so we want to give you some information. Good morning, Carol. Hey, Faye, how you doing, my sister? How you doing? Hello, everybody. Thanks so much for jumping on. Hey, Daniel. Hey, Coach D. How you doing? Good morning, everybody. Hey, Steph. Thanks, guys, for watching. Do me a favor, share this video, start a watch party, and let some folks know because we want to help some people to get healthy. We want to help some people to overcome these risk factors, right? So yesterday, I'm glad Coach Vicky is on here and Coach D. Actually, they are coaches, our accountability coaches, two of our accountability coaches in our Vow Challenge. And yesterday they did their intro videos to our Vow Challenge, to our challengers or to our program participants. And one thing that Coach Vicky said really inspired me today for the program. And she said, I'm a believer, I'm a Christian, so heaven is my home, right? Heaven is my home. She said, but I'm not homesick for heaven. She's like, right now, I'm not ready for heaven. Like, I've got too much to do right now. I've got work I got to do right now. I'm not missing heaven right now. I'll get there when it's time. But right now is not the time. And I don't want to expedite and speed up that time. That's what Coach D talked about. Not opening ourselves up to infirmity and sickness because we don't do what we need to do to take care of our health. And one thing, we'll deal with that a little bit later. One other thing that Coach V said that really inspired this particular Mindset Monday today on the Y Tips. But guys, what are some potential barriers? And I want you to talk about, I want you to post on here because we'll try to address those on the spot as well, as some of those potential barriers to your personal weight loss journey or your personal wellness journey. Like, what are those things that hinder you? Bo, come here. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know Bo. He is. Sit down. Sit. Thank you. All right. So guys, I want you to post in here. What are some of your hindrances? What are some of the things? I may not touch them, but you bring them up, but I want to bring them up today. So bring up some that came to my mind, right? First off is fear, right? I think sometimes a lot of people deal with fear, right? They may deal with fear of failure. maybe remembering what they did before. I know that was one of my big things. When I first started my weight loss journey, I was afraid that I would fail again. I would start and fail again, and then I would end up heavier because I always did that yo-yo dieting thing. And so I was afraid to even start again because I didn't want to fail again and then end up bigger than I was again, gain more weight than before. I didn't want to do that again. So I was really afraid of that. But God would not allow me not to do it. He told me, you do it. You fuel your body. Don't fluff your body. And this time will be the time. And he put all of those keys in place. So guys, I'm so grateful for that. But I want you to first off change your mindset, because here's the first key. If you are going to be successful in your wellness and weight loss journey, you are going to have to first off set your mind. You're going to have to say, listen, I don't remember. You can't remember the former things. You can't remember the times you failed. You can't remember the struggles you had. You got to forget the things. You got to remember not the former things, is how the Bible describes it. You got to let those things go. Let the past be in the past. God says, behold, I'm doing a new thing. Make a declaration in your mind, heart, and spirit that you're doing a new thing, that this is a new journey for you, that you're not going to do the same old things that you did before, that you're going to move forward and make this time the time. You're going to stick to it, right? And you're going to make it come to pass, right? So some people may be afraid of change. I tell people, hey, Yanni, I tell people change is the hardest thing you will ever have to do in life. You know, losing weight is not hard. It's the change that's required that's hard. We have to change our behavior. We have to change our mindset. We have to change our habits. We have to change our activities. We have to change our speech. We have to change our thoughts. We have so much that we have to change in order to be successful on this journey. But what you've got to do is you have got to be all in. Right? You've got to be all in this journey and say, this time is going to be the time. I've been playing around with it enough. I've been overweight enough. I've been dealing with sicknesses and infirmity all too long. It's been too long, and it's time to make the change. And you have to commit to making the change, which means you've got to bring your flesh under subjection, right? You've got to have your whole self lined up and say, self, this is what we're going to do. Self, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to eat. This is how we're going to sleep. This is how we're going to drink. This is how we're going to exercise. You have to set the plan, and then you have to have yourself lined up. And you may think, what are you talking about, Coach Ray? What do you mean, myself? Well, you got you, yourself, and you, right? Mind, body, and spirit. Your mind, your spirit, and your body all have to line up with the plan. And you've got to tell yourself, you know, you've got some work, some things at work within you. One of those is your appetite. And what has happened is a lot of times we've trained our appetite to desire and crave certain things. Sugars, fried foods, fatty foods, but we've got to exact change in our lives, and we've got to commit to that change. So I would say DCE. Y'all say it with me. DCE. DCE. Hey, twin Emma. DCE. Decide, commit, and execute. Make a decision that what you're going to do, that your whole self is going to come into alignment with it, which means you have to speak to your appetite and say, appetite, listen, I know I trained you this way, but I'm changing now. I know I trained you to desire this, but listen, we're changing and we're enacting a change in our lives right now. And then you've got to commit to that decision. What does commitment mean? Commitment means that in those times of trouble, in those times of temptation, in those times of triggers, trouble, temptation, triggers, in those times, you have to say, but I made a commitment, but I said I was going to do this. Commitment sticks to your decision, even in the face of adversity. And you have to commit to you. You have to commit to your decision to change. Commit to your decision to stick to the plan. I know it can be challenging. I know it can be hard. I know it can be a struggle. I know that, listen, Paul said, I count not myself to have apprehended. I don't count myself to be over it. I struggle too. I struggle with temptation. I struggle with triggers. Life happens. Emotional things happen. Stress happens. All of it. It happens to me too. It didn't stop happening to me because I became Coach Ray. No, ma'am. It didn't. It still comes to me. And I still have to daily recommit. I have to recommit. I know I got it from you, Coach D. But you have to daily recommit to your decision. And you have to say, you know what? I know I'm craving this right now. And that craving is going to cry out to you. It's going to call you. It's going to beg. It's going to plead. It's going to say, don't you remember? Don't you remember what it tastes like? Don't you remember what it felt like going in your mouth? Don't you remember how awesome it was when the taste burst in your mouth? And don't you remember how delicious it was? And don't you remember the joy that you got from it? Don't you remember how amazing? Sorry, I got a phone call. Yeah, it's going to come. All of that's going to come. But at the end of the day, you have got to commit. You've got to commit to the plan and say, no matter what happens. Listen, I tell my weight loss groups this all the time. Your weight loss journey, life doesn't happen because you decided to start a weight loss journey. Life doesn't stop happening because you decided to embark upon a weight loss journey. It doesn't. Life keeps going, and life comes at you hard, heavy, and fast. Life takes no prisoners. Life don't play. Life keeps going, and life come for it come for the death blow, right? Life come to knock you out. But you have to commit to that decision to say, no matter what, I'm going to stick to this. No matter what, this is my new life. No matter what, this is how I live now. No matter what, this is how I respond, right? It's not easy, and it's going to require Romans 12:2, a renewed mind. It is going to require a renewed mind, guys. So this is Mindset Monday, and we want to shift those mindsets. We want to shift those mindsets. We want to shift, third time for the Holy Ghost, shift those mindsets, right? Because that's the only way we're going to be successful. That's the only way we're going to change. You have got to take control over that appetite. That thing that calls you, that thing that craves you, that brings that craving to you. It's not going to stop. It won't ever stop. It won't change. You have to. Life happening won't change. You have to change your response to it. See, change comes from you. A lot of times we look outside and want everything else to change. We want everybody in our circle to change. We want everybody else. Okay, everybody, I'm on a weight loss journey, so we all got to change. No. Your external environment does not have to change. What has to change is your internal environment. And when your internal environment changes, guess what happens? It begins to influence the external environment. When you start making lifestyle journeys, your family, your support system, your friends, they're going to start noticing. They're going to start seeing evidence. They're going to start seeing evidence of your decision and your commitment to your decision. And when they see that, they're going to say, whoa. What are you doing? You know what the evidence is? You look better. Your skin looks better. You don't have those bags under your eyes. You losing weight. That weight's getting snatched. You looking good. You tightening and toning. That face getting slimmer. That skin getting better. Those eyes getting brighter. They're going to see the evidence of the change and the commitment to the change that you made. And what happens is you now become an influencer of your external environment. Stop hoping and wishing and praying that they stop putting sugar in foods. No, you make the change to stop eating the sugar that they put in the food. The change has to happen within you. And then you begin to influence the rest of your environment. Right? Okay. So I'm not going to be able to go all of these. I'm going to list these because I don't want to hold you long. Right? You may be afraid of difficulty or the challenge that's required embarrassment. And I want you guys to get over this. Some people are afraid to go to the gym because they're embarrassed. Some people won't do a Zumba class because they're embarrassed. I can't dance. Listen. That's a lie from the pit of hell. If there's something you don't understand, a machine that you don't understand at the gym, don't be afraid to ask the question. Nobody expects you to go to the gym and automatically know how to use everything. That's why they have trainers there. And you go to the trainer and say, excuse me, could you help me? I don't know how to use this machine. Stop being afraid to open your mouth and ask for help. Stop being embarrassed. The devil is a lie, and I arrest that in you now, right at this moment, in the name of Jesus. We had a lady that came to Zumba some years ago, and she was new. It was her first time, not in my class, but we were at the Y, and I was taking a class. I wasn't teaching at the time, and she fell in class, and you could see she was mortified. She was mortified. She was so embarrassed. We reached out to her. We tried to encourage her. We checked on her. Hey, how are you? Everybody in the class wrote a card, sending her encouragement. We never saw that lady again. And it broke my heart because she had tried to start a journey. And because of an incident where she was mortified, She never came back. We're not laughing at you. We're not joking on you. We're not criticizing you. Listen, everybody started somewhere. Everybody started where you are. You can't let that stop you. And listen, I was 247 pounds. I could do only 15 minutes at a time of Zumba. I couldn't even do Zumba when I first started. I had to start in the pool doing water aerobics. And then I gradually progressed to Zumba because I felt like I was stronger and I needed a little bit more. And so then I progressed to Zumba in the very back of the class, and I could only do 15 minutes. And in that 15-minute time period, I would every day say, why in the world do I keep doing this to myself? I said that every single class. Why do I keep torturing myself? I love Zumba, but it was a lot at first. It was a lot. It was endurance. It was cardio. And I was like, my God, why do I keep showing up for this? Why do I keep torturing myself? But guess what? I kept pushing me, and I kept saying, no, this time is the time. My flesh said, oh my God, why are you doing this? But my spirit said, because this time is the time. My body said, girl, let's stop. Let's quit. You know, we can't handle this. And my spirit said, no, this time is the time. When I wanted to eat the wrong things, when I wanted to eat a bunch of junk and nothingness, my spirit said, no, because this time is the time. I was at the time working in my girlfriend, Tanya West and Clancy West, in their cupcake shop, because we had our popcorn company at the time. And I was in there. I would help them to set up their cupcakes. And every morning I'm sitting in there and I'm having to smell them delicious cupcakes, because Tanya is the bomb baker and she had all kinds of flavors. And what would happen is she had certain cupcakes that either had a little bit on the side that was overflowing and you had to cut that off, or it fell off. And of course I was munching on that. Or you had to core out the middle of some of them because you had to put some kind of creamy pudding filling in them. And so I would core them out. And guess what? I became the trash can. I didn't toss them in the trash. I tossed them in my mouth. And the Lord told me, he said, no, you stop being the trash can. Throw it in the trash can. You are not a trash can. And I would tell myself, at the time I was on a 6-week diet, and I said 6 weeks. If I could do 6 weeks, I'm going to commit to these 6 weeks. Because the man said, it was Dr. Ian Smith. I did the shred diet. And he said, if you give me 6 weeks, I'll take off 4 inches and 2 dress sizes. And every morning at 5 o'clock in the morning, when I was in that cupcake shop and I was preparing those cupcakes for the day, and I was smelling the goodness of those vanilla and those almond cupcakes and those strawberry cupcakes. Oh, I'm regressing. Lord, forgive me. Y'all, I'm gonna pull it out your spirit because I didn't just depart. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm uprooting that in the name of Jesus. But I would smell those cupcakes. Then I had to prepare those cupcakes. And what I would do is I would say 6 weeks, 4 inches, 2 dress sizes. Every time I had a craving, I said 4 inches. I said 6 weeks, 4 inches, 2 dress sizes. I said, this time I'm going to see it through to the end. This time I'm not going to quit. This time will be the time. I'm going to do it. I'm going to see it through. And I would carve those cupcakes out and I would toss it. And I carve them out and I toss it. And any strays that fell on the tray, I tossed it. I didn't put it in my mouth anymore. That was one of the things that I was struggling with. But I made a commitment to my decision. And I'm telling you, I'm not promising you it's going to be easy, because change is the hardest thing you will ever have to do in your life. But change is absolutely necessary. And if something does not challenge you, it will not change you. It will not. So today, I want to encourage you. I don't even have time to go over all of the other things. But today, I'm asking you to DCE. Decide, first off, that you're going to make the change that's necessary to help you to reach your health and your weight loss goals. And then secondly, I'm asking you to commit. Commit to that decision. And in that moment of commitment, what that means is that no matter what temptation, trigger, challenge, struggle comes your way, you are going to stick to the plan and then execute. You got a plan. Now execute that plan and commit to that plan so that nothing gets in the way of that plan. Thank you guys so much for watching. One of the other keys, guys, is having accountability. Accountability is so crucial, because in those moments of temptation, you will fall if you're only by yourself. If you are alone on your journey, you're going to give in every time. Unless you're one of those type A personality people. Some of those people, they can commit and they can stick to it. I'm not type A. And so I struggle and I need accountability. I still, to this day, need accountability. I count not myself. I'm not there. Every day I'm faced with temptation. And I don't say I'm perfect. I don't say I got it all together because I know I don't. That would be a lie and I would be a hypocrite. I do not have it all together. Let me put it out there. I don't, but I'm striving and I'm encouraging you to strive as well. Thank you guys for watching. I'm praying for you. I am praying for your journey. I am praying for your commitment to your journey, that you will stick to the plan, that you will not give up, you will not faint, and you will not falter on your journey, but you will make your health priority number one in your life so that you can continue to live, to be strong, and walk out all of the purposes of God for your life. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching the Why Tips, the War on Infirmity Tips today, Mindset Monday. You guys be blessed. Thanks, Coach V. Thanks, everybody.